Hello. I see the age group just says they have to go, so thank you for saying hi. I'll see you another time. Hello everyone. Today we are playing some nonograms on the website Nonograms Katana, as we've done before. And I hope you have a nice time. And maybe, if you're lucky, Chicken Vieus might appear at some point, which I have not set up, but I will get it open at some point during the stream. Hello Kat! Hello Rick and Rinda. Hello Elshan. Hello Aizen. I think Aizen's already gone. Hello Lamalia. I think that's everyone. And to you Push has said, if you're still here, I usually, what I do when I press start streaming, I usually pop to the toilet and get a drink, and then I come back and I actually start talking. And because that also gives people a minute to click the link, because I post it in some places, you know, on the Discord server and stuff. It's just what I've always done. Hello, Debunk User. Thank you for saying hello to me. See, now I know you're here. I'm not a missus. I'm not married to anyone. Hello, Nix. How are you doing today? I hope everyone's having a great day. Oh my goodness. All the hellos. I titled this Nononononograms again because, you know, the last time I did that, it did shockingly well. So we're going to try it again. I don't think the thumbnails is interesting, but we'll see. I have this one open already. I was doing this before the stream. I do nonograms constantly when I'm watching YouTube videos. It's an addiction. It's fine. I think I'm a bit loud today. I know, I've been kind of shouting, aren't I? It's fine. I'm also losing my voice. I probably shouldn't be shouting all day. But has anyone done anything interesting recently? You know, we gotta get the conversation going. It sometimes takes a minute and I start getting into whatever we end up talking about today. Do we enjoy moss soup? Well, I think you do. You seem to be a big fan of it, Cats, as you were saying before. I'm not. I can't say moss soup would be for me. I don't think it'd really be my favourite. The broth? Oh, no, it's a soup, isn't it? My favourite food/drink thing in the world. Is it a drink or is it a food at that point? I'm not sure what soup would be classified as. Opinion on coffee cake? Actually, yeah, I do like coffee cake, and I don't like coffee. Although it depends how strong the coffee flavour is. Because I've really enjoyed some coffee cakes I've had in the past. Even, I don't know why, it's strange. But I guess it's the same as some people, for example, don't like bananas, but they like banana flavours. I don't like either, but I know people who are like that. And some people the other way around as well. It just happens with flavouring. Sometimes flavouring isn't that accurate to how the real thing tastes. Technically, it's a drinkable food. Oh, I see. Interesting, Cats. Thank you. And I'm not a virus. You went here last stream. Slept again. How do these work? All right. So, nonograms are a Japanese puzzle where you have the... So this is a coloured nonogram. The traditional ones are black and white. I think these are much more fun to look at. This one's already mostly done, so it should be quick to finish. Then we'll start a new one. But basically you have these numbers on the rows and the rows and the columns, and it tells you how many of that color are on somewhere on that row/column. So and it tells you the order they're in. So this has to have a light blue, then a black, then a light blue, then a black, then a dark blue, then two kind of medium blues, I'm gonna call it. Bright blue? Yeah, we'll call it bright blue. And then when you have two the same colour next to each other, which separates like this, there has to be there has to be a gap in the middle of them. That's what this means. So this isn't 7 in a row, this is 2, then a space, then a 5, then another one. But obviously a lot of the time it doesn't add up to the 15 squared, which is this is a 15 by 15 grid right now. They come in all kinds of sizes. And you have to try and put it together. And it's a lot of fun. I think it's really cool. Oh, you played the black and white ones a while ago, you didn't recognise it. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's a really popular thing you can do on your phone. But there is a website based on one of the more popular apps out there, which is Nonograms Katana. And that's what I'm using, because it's really good. There are so many nonograms on this website, and it's so relaxing to me. It's not the most intense gameplay stream kind of thing, but we have a nice chat, and I think that's what we like to do sometimes. I know that does fairly well. You know, I have a nice time when I do nonograms. It's quite relaxing. You can eat potatoes, but thanks to soup, now you can drink them. That is so true. I guess so, yeah, because you can. Yeah, it's just potato soup would be blended potatoes in a way. Interesting. I guess it is food. Huh. But then you do the same thing with smoothies. What's the difference between a smoothie and a soup? Is it just one savory? Or because smoothies are classified as drinks, aren't they? I'm so confused right now. Oh my goodness. Coffee cake is meant to be served with coffee. It doesn't contain coffee itself. What? That's not true, Debunk User. I've had coffee cake before, and it has coffee in it. It definitely has a coffee flavor, and it varies on how strong the flavor is, especially the icing. Coffee cake is made of coffee. I don't know where you've read that. Maybe coffee cake is different across the world, but at least here in the UK, coffee cake definitely has coffee in it. I would know that. I love cakes. I'm obsessed. So you love coffee cake. That's good though. I'm glad you like it. So like muffins? I like muffins very much. They're very good. I'm not thinking of tiramisu. I swear I'll get up a webpage on this. Then I don't wanna. I don't know what's going to pop up, but let me just get. I'll get it in a second. So coffee. What is coffee cake? Coffee cake or coffee cake is a sweet. Because it's typically served with coffee. What? That's not what. No, but if you okay, all the. I'm so confused right now. So it's talking about the United States for coffee cake. I swear in the UK though, it's made with coffee. I'm so confused. Yeah, there we go. So we have one on the dailymail.com. It says, despite what the name suggests, American versions of coffee cake rarely include coffee flavouring these days. This is not the case with British coffee cake, which is far more similar to a traditional cake as compared to the recipe that's so beloved in America. Often referred to as a coffee and walnut cake, this baked good features coffee flavouring both in the cake itself as well as the buttercream icing used to adorn it. As for walnuts, these are often liberally applied to the top of the cake to ensure the perfect amount of crunch. Yeah. So it's literally just a can't speak. A difference between American and British coffee cakes. They are different things. That's interesting. I did not know that before today, and obviously you didn't either. That's so interesting. My goodness. What do you say? Since Vieus is a consumer, she only talks about phone and PC nonograms, doesn't mention paper ones. Hello, Never Knows Best. I've noticed you haven't said anything yet. I am now on the lookout whenever someone talks because of what I've been doing. I keep forgetting people. And yeah, sometimes I obviously I am aware that there are paper versions of nonograms. I've never seen one. I've never actually seen someone have one or one sold anywhere. I mean, I know you can probably order them online, but it doesn't. I didn't know they were a thing until I found it on my phone, and I don't think I know anyone who does them in real life. I'm not sure. And I know other people in person who do them, or at least one person who used to do them, because we were in our physics class, and it was our first day, and I think the first thing he said was, "Does anyone here do nonograms?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I do nonograms!" And then I never spoke to him again. Oh god, that was great. Vieus is breaking the matrix. I'm not breaking the matrix, Steve. You know what you mean? You hit the stream on my edit a short film for uni finals. Oh, okay. I hope you have a nice time making your film. That sounds exciting. What's your film about? Never Knows Best. No, Never Knows Best. Sorry, Nix. Got your names mixed up. Because I was about to read Never Knows Best comment and I went, that's no, but it's Nick. You're pretty sure they must be sold at bookstores. Yeah, they probably are sold at big bookshops. I'm not sure about the smaller ones. But I don't know. I've never seen it at all. I always see crosswords and things like colouring books, but I don't really see nonograms. I don't know. I will be on the lookout for it next time I go somewhere like that to see if I actually find one. Because I would love to do one in person. Maybe one day I could finally set up a hand cam system and then I could do physical nonograms on stream. That would be fun. I'd enjoy that a lot. Because I'm going to run out on this website one day, although that will take years because this website has an insane number of nonograms on it. You're not really going to run out. Hello, Dominicas. How are you doing today? I think you are new. I'm so sorry if you're not. And hello, Bingo. You just completed Hollow Knight and 111%? Is that even possible? What? How do you complete a game at 111%? What does that even mean? Okay. And hi Black Shade. I don't know if I said hi. I hope you're doing great. I know you've been here a long time watching my streams, so I appreciate that. First free is printed merch. First free is merch is printed nonograms. Maybe it will be. I don't know. If these nonogram streams continue for a long time, maybe so. I had a phase where I wasn't really doing these for a while, and then I think I did one that did really well, and I think that was because it was my first YouTube short stream, and it hasn't, I think, because it was new, that really blew up compared to normal streams, but nowadays they do okay. They still get a lot of views. YouTube short streams are a great way to spread your reach, I will say, for anyone who wants to do streaming on YouTube, try YouTube Shorts. You do have to think about what you're doing, because you can't play a so I tried playing Stardew Valley. That was a mistake because it doesn't fit very well on the screen. It's just too small. You need something that works well with a square format. So I've just finished that one. I kind of didn't pay attention to what it was, so whoops. It's fine. Can we like sort it by? No, I don't think I can. Anyway, the plan was let's go to a category section and do an interesting one. I don't know. There's so many options within this website. It's massive. Look, all of these categories have thousands of nonograms in them. You can go on this website for years and you just won't ever finish them all. I kind of like the idea of doing something quite chibi. Pokemon? You want to do Pokemon, Neltron? I'm not really the biggest Pokemon fan, and I've just realised I'm quoting something that I said in the video I've been editing. Oh my goodness. You want nonogram shirts? I could get nonogram shirts. No, I'll think about it. Anime? I could do anime, I guess. You honestly hate YouTube short streams? They always fill up your history. Ah, interesting. I mean, I know they're not for everyone, as I said. Because it's just the way the chat pops up isn't the best, and I know that, you know, if you're on PC, it kind of sucks. But they do have a really good reach, which is why I like to do one once a week. If they didn't exist, I'd still be doing my nonogram streams anyway, I think. Because they are great fun. I love doing nonograms. I do them every day. I'm not sure about doing an anime one, because I've done a lot of the ones of the characters I actually know already. So I think I'll do one from this section. I need to, let's jump down the page, because these are the 5.5 ones. They're absolutely tiny. You want a Vieus patch? I don't know about that. Well, this one's just Sanrio. Oh, we've got Melody. Let's do this one. Melody from Hello Kitty. My Melody. I like that. Lots of pink. We love pink. What do you think about? Is a patch the things they have at rock concerts and stuff? I think my friend has some of those on her jacket. Is that what you mean? Oh, the ones they put on the denim jackets and stuff? I don't have anything like that. I think that'd be quite a niche thing. Also, I am nowhere near at the point where it'd be worth making merchandise. Oh my goodness, that you need to make sure you have quite a lot more people interested before you can do something like that compared to me. Otherwise, it's going to be an investment and I won't make the money back. That would not be good, because that's the kind of thing you kind of bulk order, really. Otherwise, it's not worth it. And you have to raise the price a lot more if it's a smaller purchase order. That's just how buying stuff works in large quantities, I guess. I don't know. Unless it was just me making, I don't know, I just bought a bunch of paper and just kind of wrote something down, like letters. I could do letters, you know, that would be simple. You mean Velcro back patches that can be attached to backpacks and other Velcro lined items? I don't think I've really seen that before. Huh. I don't know about that, debang user. That does sound interesting. I'm not sure how popular that is on the whole. I don't think I've seen anywhere that you could put one of it. Why would you put it on a backpack? How would it even attach? What? Oh my goodness. Vieus gets confused by basic things. Yay! Hello, Destiny Sullivan. How are you doing today? You've never seen it before either? I haven't. I don't know. I have no idea. What's that? I guess you're talking about nonograms? So nonograms are Japanese puzzles. You look at the numbers and colours up here on the rows and columns, and you put them together to make a picture. It's a puzzle. It's fairly complicated once it gets to larger sizes. I think this one will be doable. It will take me probably the rest of the stream to do this. 10, 11, 12. I have to count sometimes. You'll love them. You post a picture later. Oh, you go for it. That sounds cool. I'd love to see what they look like because I really don't know what that is. I've seen the ones that you iron on, I think, or maybe you sew them on, but I think that is something else. But that's what I thought you meant when you said patches. So I don't know. That is too long. Whoops. You're just in time? I think you are. I mean, we finished the one I was doing just before the stream, and now I'm doing this new nonogram of My Melody from Sanrio. So if you like, if is anyone a fan of My Melody? I mean, my favourite Sanrio character is actually vtuber, but I like My Melody too. They're all very cute. They really are. I like, of course I like Hello Kitty, the main famous one. Oh my god, I used to be obsessed with Hello Kitty when I was younger. I had all the merchandise. I had this book called, I think it's called Hello Kitty Life and Everything, which you can look up if you want. It should come up on Google. And it was just so good. I read it so many times. It was just full of ideas of things to do, like cooking recipes, spa treatments. It had personality quizzes. It had things like how to be a good friend, what to do with your friends at parties and sleepovers, and just loads and loads of ideas and craft projects and like things like what colour to paint your room. It was the best book I ever had. I swear, it was so entertaining to me. And it was all Hello Kitty themed and all her friends. I loved it. You posted a photo on your channel. Pretty sure we're talking about the same thing. There's different methods to attach them. I will have to have a look at that in after the stream, I think, because I we're gonna get this done, so it'll take a long time. But I will definitely have a look at that debunk user. Thank you for telling me. That makes sense. Oh, okay, so it is something that you guys have seen that's thrusting away that response. That's good. That's good. Okay. I don't remember why, but I swear I brought it in once for show and tell. I don't know what it was. I think we were talking a lot about how to be a good friend in year 2 or something, and I was like, oh my god, I have a book on that, and I brought it in. I also had a soft toy of Hello Kitty, and I had a whole duvet set. I had everything, you know. It was intense. Maybe I had a Kitty lunchbox at one point. Did I? I remember having a High School Musical one, and the fact that I was actually like that at one point is a very distant memory. I don't know why I liked that. I don't like it anymore. I hate it now. I was a strange child. Hello Kitty is still traumatized by a meme video regarding Hello Kitty. What happened in the meme video? What could have happened that traumatized you that badly? What happened to you? Poor defunct user, my goodness. I'm concerned now. But what are your guys' favourite Sanrio characters? I mean, what do you like? Are you big fans of My Melody? That'd be cool, that'd be cool. Probably not, because no one said they were before. I know that, what's her name? Cinnamoroll is really popular. I mean, obviously, there's a very large VTuber who really loves Cinnamoroll, which is Iron Mouse. And he's got all the plushies. That may end up being me one day with the pom-pom-perins. I had started. I got one at Comic-Con, and it is in the video, which should come out on like Monday or Tuesday. I want to get it done because I won't be streaming next week. I won't be available to stream, unfortunately. So I hope that that's okay. I'll see you the week afterwards. And that means they also won't be, I don't think, for a Opinion podcast next week because they don't really like doing it without me anymore because I kind of am half the reason that people come to watch it these days because I post my link and it gives it more exposure. I don't know. You like Karakarapy? That's so cute! You like the frog! I love that Rika Roomba. I like the cat in the box emoji. And hello, Corbzilla300. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day today. And we are doing some nonograms. What was I saying? I was saying about pom-pom parent. Oh, the video. Yes, and stuff. So that'd be great. I'm very excited for that to come out. I think it looks a lot better than my old videos, partially because it had this lovely model, of course, but also I just think my quality of my voice acting and talking is better and stuff. It'll be great. You can talk about your events the week after. Exactly! I will do. I will do. They've got plenty of things I can talk about because I'm going to have a busy week. It's very exciting. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday indeed to both you, Corbzilla 300 and Ebot News and anyone else. It is still Saturday. Okay, I'm not going insane. I swear, part of me thought, wait, is it Sunday? It's not Sunday. It's not Sunday. Oh, I'm going to see my brother for the first time in like a month or two tomorrow, which is very exciting. I don't know what we'll do, but I'll say hello at least. And I know my brother's famous for smacking his head on a metal bar. That was his claim to fame in that one video. He's okay, by the way. He survived. He did go to the hospital, but they checked him out, and there's no problems. It's all good. I smacked my head once as well, but I talked about that before, and it was not a fun time. Why did I say fun? I don't know. It came out badly. My goodness, what is going on today with my talking? It's not great. Let me have a check. Also, in relation to things like this, Hello Kitty, kind of cutesy things, I was watching some My Little Pony earlier. I don't know why, I just felt the need to rewatch some of one of the episodes. I was watching the one with T-Rex in it. I don't know if you know what that is. It's probably no one who's watched that, honestly, here, but it's fine. I like it still. It came out when I was the target audience. I wasn't one of the adults I watched it because obviously I've only been an adult for 2 years. But yeah, I was within the age range, I believe, for almost the entire time or something. How old was I in 2019? That was 5 years ago, so I was 13? No, what? No, oh my god, I can't do maths. 14. I think the last 2 years of it, I wasn't the target audience anymore, but considering I'd been the target audience for almost the entire time, it makes sense that I'd like it, you know? It's very important to me, and the final episode still makes me cry. The soundtrack is back? What do you mean the soundtrack, Lamelia? I haven't got any music on. Do you want some music on? I mean, I could try. I don't have any music prepared. The intro song is living in your head rent-free again. Oh no! I could start singing it if you like, but I feel like that would make it worse. There's an extended version of the theme song, which they never actually used in the show. I don't know why it exists. It's just a fun thing they did, I guess. It is odd. Maybe it was for an album or something they released. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. I've just had to count this. I've been stuck on this for ages because I've been talking and I can't talk and count. See, I've lost count again. Right. 1, 2, 1 space, 2 space, 3. And then this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there we go. Speaking of theme songs, have you guys experienced the LSD trip that is Bill Nye the Science Guy? I think that is a very distinctly American thing. So honestly, I haven't heard the theme song, I don't think. I mean, I have. I don't think I've heard the full thing. I think I've heard people reference it though. I know what it is because it's so famous in America, but I have not ever seen an episode. And I don't think we really had an equivalent when I was growing up. Did we? I know we had things like Mr. Maker, which is about crafts, but I don't think there was a guy on TV who just talked about science. We had horrible histories. That was a really, really good program, by the way, if you haven't seen that. It's fantastic. You should go watch it. Which is a British comedy children's show about history. And it's about this cast of actors rather, who play loads of different parts of historical British figures. They're mostly British, or someone who came to Britain, because it's about UK history. But it's really good, and it's really funny, and they have loads of songs in it as well. And I swear, some of those songs, you really could ask most people my age from the UK if they knew some of the more famous songs, and they probably know some of it, or at least the tune. It is a generational thing. It is massive, that one TV show, because it was always on CBBC, which is children's BBC, and BBC is the British Broadcasting Corporation. It's like the big TV channel in the UK, and it kind of was everywhere. They had plays about it and stuff, and then all the actors have gone on to be really successful because they've one of them was in Wonka, the Disney spin-off of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film that came out recently, which was kind of cool. But they also do things like their series called Ghosts, which we went to a panel for last time we went to Comic-Con. Not the one this year, but in October, which was really cool. I don't know. What did you miss? Not much. I was just talking about horrible histories and My Little Pony and stuff, so it's not that big a deal. Not much. You won't miss much today, Nick. It's just me talking about stuff. You love the spin-off series Equestria Girls? I loved Equestria Girls too, especially Rainbow Rocks. That film, so good. I love the songs. They called Dazzlings. They are the Dazzlings, right? I think they are. They are so good. Their songs. Oh my god, I love their songs so much. Even though they were beaten by the main character's song, their song was better. Let's be real. Let's be real there. They have more talent. I don't know what to say. My Little Pony intro cover when? I don't know. I know that My Little Pony is something that gets really badly copyright striked, and it also probably would end up being marked for kids. It's a real problem for the creators of My Little Pony videos and stuff on YouTube quite often. So I've seen videos before where people have had to put something really obscene at the start just so it doesn't get marked for kids on YouTube, because then no one can leave comments. And part of the YouTube experience, I'd say, is reading their comments. You know, it's nice to look at what people think about it and talk to them. Or not talk to. I don't usually talk to people in comments unless it's on my videos, of course, so I reply to you guys. But yeah, it's just nice to see what other people think. It's part of the entertainment, and then YouTube takes that away, and it's just sad. And yes, it's your favourite. The villain songs are so good. They are! The villain songs are so good, particularly in that film. Oh my god, I think it's like Under Your Spell, Our Spell, sorry, and what else is there? Like The Battle of the Bands. It's such a good song. I love them so much. Bit more curse, but My Little Pony reminds you that bronies exist. Yeah, it does. They did exist. I'm not sure how that happened, because I was just a regular child watching the show. But it's pretty amazing that it did, because it made so many things on YouTube that I watched when I was younger that would not have existed about my favourite TV show back then. There was so much content out there, you know, so many animated videos and fan projects and all kinds of things, song covers. It was so interesting. What's the cat says in My Little Pony profile pic? How did I never clock that? What the hell? Oh my god, they do! That's Trixie. What the hell? Why did I never think about the fact that Katz's profile picture is Trixie? What the hell? My mind is blown. I must have seen it, but I just saw it as just so normal because I've seen that show so many times. I just think, yeah, how would I not think about it? Oh my god. I know. Oh, I did. That's not good. Trixie is an interesting character. She gets a lot better towards the end of the show. She's not so bearable as that, because she's not a great person, but she gets better and she becomes really good friends with Starlight Glimmer, and Starlight Glimmer is the best character. I'm sorry. I was biased the moment I found out that the Starlight Glimmer was going to be introduced as a character. I was so excited because she is voiced by Kelly Sheridan, and Kelly Sheridan was the voice of Barbie in most of the Barbie films. And I also used to love those. I liked things like that, and I still do. They're still great. I mean, but the animation watching back is a bit weird. And they are definitely made for kids still, but they're still enjoyable. A lot of kids stuff is enjoyable as an adult. It's not made for you, but when it has a mature enough themes and it's not just rubbish like brain rot stuff, it can be interesting. What did you say? What's the lore of Starlight Glimmer? Sounds like they have protagonist energy. My god, Starlight Glimmer has some interesting lore. Hey, yeah, I don't think I've seen you for ages. How are you doing today? We are playing some nonograms. So you have these numbers in these coloured squares, and you have to make an image out of them. You put them together in a puzzle, There's a lot of counting and stuff and figuring out where there has to be something. But it's a lot of fun. So it's very satisfying. I do it a lot when I'm watching stuff. I don't know, my mind has been destroyed and I must be multitasking when watching videos these days. It's concerning. You're a G3 kid, not a G4? That's okay. I used to watch a little bit of the Generation 3 of My Little Pony when I was younger. I've seen some of it. I haven't seen a lot, but I have seen some of the old films for it and stuff because I wanted more content, and obviously I had to wait between seasons because I was obsessed, as I said. And it was interesting seeing what the previous generation of some of the characters were, some of the ones that we know. Sorry you're busy with exams, but now you're on vacation. Yay! You made it to your holidays. That's great to hear. Yeah, I hope you have a nice vacation slash holiday. Sounds like a nice time. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about who Starlight Glimmer is, debunk user, wasn't I? So Starlight Glimmer was a pony who it was introduced initially as a villain. She was the dictator of a communist town, basically. Is pretty much what they were trying to do with that episode. She went around stealing everyone's cutie mark, which is the pattern they have on their hip, basically, that determines what their special talent was. So she'd steal all their cutie marks and try and make everyone equal. No one had any special talents. Yeah, kind of. I mean, she didn't do anything torturous to people, but it was it was definitely meant to represent communism. And yeah, she just wanted everyone to be completely equal. No one could have any special talents about others because she was kind of traumatized as a child, I guess, because someone got their cutie mark before her and was seen as so special, and then she lost her friend, which is kind of sad, really. But it does seem a little bit excessive of a reaction to what happened, but I still love her as a character, so I don't care. You're watching on the Xbox and typing chat on your phone? Oh wow, you've got me on a big screen, I guess. Cool. It's interesting to hear someone watching me on their Xbox though. That is so strange. The conversion room where she took away the cutie marks of the main six. Yeah, so she had a cave where she'd take people and steal their cutie marks. And there was this little resistance of ponies. Oh yeah, also, not only did she steal people's cutie marks, she forced them all to smile all the time. And they all had to have a couple of specific hairstyles. And she would get quite angry at them if they didn't do that. And when they had guests come into the village, they had to act, everyone in the village had to act as if it was the perfect town and try and convince them to join up and join the cause. And it was insane. I love that she did that, you know. They really went for it with the whole communism thing. They wanted everyone to be the same. It was an interesting thing to watch. And I think it's one of my favourite episodes, honestly, because it goes somewhere that a lot of the episodes don't with that. It's amazing that they went there. Girl had big issues. She really did. Communist dystopian dictatorship. Okay, no, we do not say that. But hey, James Bailey. Yeah, I hope you're having a nice day today. Welcome. You're coming out on your fanboy ASMR for this stream. I'm glad that you enjoy what I do enough for that to happen. Thank you for coming. But then obviously she wasn't always bad. Because she wasn't a one-time villain. So the main characters managed to get back everyone's cutie marks. They freed the village and everyone was happy again. But she ran off into the hills alone because she still believed in her cause, you know? And eventually one day she came back and learned, just casually solved one of the most difficult spells in history. By the way, she's probably the most powerful unicorn in the show. As just being a unicorn in terms of magic, so there's that, that makes her extra cool. But yeah, so she solved one of this ancient mage called Starswell the Builder. I'm talking about My Little Pony, James Bailey. I know that's not for everyone, but I was asked and I'm passionate about it, so And she was, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so she solved a spell by the great ancient unicorn called Starswell the Builder, and it was a time travel spell. And she wanted to break up the main character and her friends because she hated them. Basically, they destroyed everything she had going. She had founded a village, and they took everything away from her. Everything she'd been building up with these people. She had her perfect life. She was living her little communist dream. So she was pretty unhappy. So she wanted to go back in time and change the day when her friends all gained their cutie marks, which meant that they wouldn't become friends because they gained them all at the same time. It's crazy. It is a toy line, but it's also a TV show. And the TV show was very successful, and I loved it when I was younger. And now I'm talking about Starlight Glimmer. Also, Cresty Girls is canon Fight You, or rather, sorry, yeah, Cresty Girls is canon. What do you mean? Of course it is. Sunburst is important. Yes, Sunburst was her childhood friend that wasn't that got his special talent before her, and then of course what happened next? So and then my other favorite episode also is the one with the time travel, because then she went back in time and kept fighting the main character and in a very laser style battle with shooting them beams everywhere, and you know what, you're watching MLP Nonononograms? Yeah, I didn't know this would be today's stream, but it is, so here we are. I thought this was meant to be a drawing stream, and I just checked the schedule and I realised it wasn't, so it's nonograms, so there you go. And then, you know, they kept fighting, and each time she would make it so that they wouldn't become friends, basically. It stopped a character from flying really fast and doing the first ever sonic rainbow, which set off a chain of events. And each time they came back, they were in a more and more dystopian world. So all of the villains that they fought in the show, well, almost all of them, they kept coming back, and it was a world where they had won, where they'd taken over the country of Equestria, and you got to see the consequences of what would have happened, which is so interesting. You got to see all these alternate timelines where everything kind of went horribly wrong. Like it's kind of like, it's implied that some of them are probably dead in some of those timelines, because there's one where they were taken over by the changelings, which are people, shapeshifters who feed on love, and then they were impersonating some of the main characters, and I don't know, it's kind of when a children's show turns into a young adult dystopia film. Honestly, that's kind of what that episode was. It was showing what that could have happened there. Finance is the Flim Flam Brothers world. Explain to me how they took over. I know, like, what? It seems a bit excessive. Sure, they were running scam operations, but they shouldn't have taken over the world. It's a bit silly, that one, but it's all part of the fun. And then in the end, the final world they go to is a world where everything is gone. Everything. It's just a barren wasteland. That's all that's left of their country. There is no ponies, no houses. It's just a desert, basically, and a lot of wind. And that is the point at which she realizes that, oh my god, maybe I shouldn't break up these friends, because they seem pretty goddamn important to the world. Because funnily enough, they are the main characters of the show you're in, which of course she didn't know that. That's okay. It's okay. She'll learn. So, you know, she realizes, okay, maybe friends are worth it. Maybe I should give this having friends thing a second chance, and maybe special talents are worth it. Discord is part of My Little Pony. Yes, he's a very good character. And she ends up becoming the student of the main character, and it goes from there. And it took me a very long time to explain. As you can tell, I am not good at explaining things or telling stories. My mind is not very joined together well with the way that things come into it. See, I struggle to even say that. I don't know. I'm trying to get better. But yes, that is the story of Starlight Glimmer. I'm glad you like that. Kept you entertained. I'm glad I kept you entertained, Debunk User. I appreciate hearing that. Tangents are fun. Yes. You guys heard of My Little Pony. Ah, I see. Yes. Discord's a really cool character because he was voiced by someone who was in Star Trek, who played a character called Q, and I've seen some of Star Trek Voyager, which is why I know this. My dad talked about it as well. And in that show, Q is a character that is kind of a god. You can kind of do anything you want. And that's kind of the same character that they ended up playing as Discord, which is really cool. Discord also have a song named after him. He has a fan-made song named after him. I don't think there's one in the show. Mind no thing when do. Yes, exactly. Mind no thing when do. That's my head all the time. We had to traumatize Starlight with a My Little Pony SCP XK class end world scenario to become one with the magic of friendship. Exactly. We had to make her realize that, you know, don't mess with these ponies or the world will be destroyed, basically. They are the only thing holding this country together. Do not stop them from being friends or everyone you know will be dead. So, let me just change your mind. You found the song that learned about the long later? The law, I think you mean. Yeah, probably. But Discord is basically the embodiment of chaos. Obviously, Discord means disharmony, and the main thing of the show is the elements of the harmony. I'm not going to make this entirely a My Little Pony stream, I swear. I know that's not everyone's thing. I've just got myself started now, and I am obsessed, and it's a problem. Yes, that was a car. I'm glad you heard it. I'm not glad, but you did. Oh my goodness. The power of friendship is a plot device that is more powerful than fate. Don't mess with it. That's the trope that destroys you. Yeah, that you see, I know it gets made fun of in anime, having the power of friendship being a plot device, but that is literally the point of the show. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The whole thing is the power of friendship. That is how they defeat every villain. It's magic and rainbows come out when they all come together as best friends. That's their whole thing. Oh my goodness. You thought the song was about Discord the app? No, it's about the character. He's a really cool character, I will say. I do like him as a character. He has a rough start, he's kind of evil, as a lot of the characters are, but he ends up being a really cool, interesting character. And he comes in handy a couple of times. He gets better, he becomes a better guy as the show goes on. A lot of character development with that character. You're gonna point out every car from now on? Okay. If you insist, I see. Cozy Glow wanted the power of friendship via being racist? I can't really remember what Cozy Glow did. My memory of that section of the show is kind of poor. I don't think I was paying much attention because I remember I wasn't a very big fan of the school plot, and that just kind of made me not care as much at that point. But I did enjoy the show still. I just don't remember what she did. Would you like to explain to me, Kat? W? Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, the thing is they do explore racism in My Little Pony as well, especially in the new show, which is about the new generation that came out that's been coming out. Because that started the first film of that was unicorns, earth ponies, and pegasi had been separated for like hundreds of years out of racism, basically. Which was an interesting approach to start off your series with. That series isn't that great, unfortunately. I think it's suffered a lot from different ideas of what the company wanted and what the writers wanted to do, and it's just not gone so well. But it's still fairly entertaining for what it is. It's just a shame the way it's gone. And it looks like it's been cancelled in terms of the animated series, and now the 3D animated series, which was kind of the more interesting one, because that one was about more plot-based stuff, and not stuff to do with the just random hijinks, which is more what the show that is still continuing to this day is. I don't know. I might go binge watch a bunch of it at some point. If I feel like it, and I'm like, I wonder what happened in My Little Pony. They're really short as well, so you really want a big backlog of those episodes to go up, because I think they're about 5 minutes each. So just watching one and having to wait a couple of weeks is just a bit sad. So I think I'll wait for a backlog to clog up, and then I'll go watch a bunch. So what did you say? You remember back in the day when your sister wanted you to watch the fairy tale anime? You disliked the power inflation, that's what the power friendship feels like to you? Yeah, I know that fairy tale has a big problem with power of friendship and stuff, but it works in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It really does, because the whole show is built around that. That is what the show is about. It's about the importance of having friends. Unfortunately, I don't have many friends these days in real life. I have quite a lot of online friends, but maybe I should go watch the show, learn some lessons on how to make friends from that, and make some more. She tried to kill Starlight or throw an alternate Alternative Dimension? Did she really? I do not remember that. I need to go rewatch Crazy Glow's episode. I really don't remember. I'm pretty sure she tried to kill her at the School of Friendship right in front of the students. Oh wow. What happened to that child? I really do need to go watch Crazy Glow's episodes. It is in the name, exactly. Fried dip is magic. Whoever eat your Big Mac is catching hands. Wait, what? Someone ate your McDonald's Big Mac? That's so sad. I do find it funny that one of the characters in the show is called Big Mac. Which is also the name of a McDonald's burger. I'm not sure how they managed to do that. I don't know. Let's see. G5 is just bad or rather mid. They should have never taken the continued G4 timeline route. I don't know. I don't think that's the issue. I think that could have worked. It could have been done really well. But it's just not been executed as well as it could have. It's just to do with the writing, really. There's a lot of plot inconsistencies, and it doesn't make sense for the villain, who is the villain for the first season of the show, to have defeated the main cast to the point where they got rid of all the magic in the country. That seems a bit strange, because she's not shown to be powerful enough for that to make sense. I don't know. It's odd. My goodness. Did someone say cars? Yes, someone did say cars. To make friends, communication is necessary. At least that's what any friendship book will tell you. That is true. My communication skills are not the best. That's why I stream. I'm trying to fix them. We're trying to learn how to talk properly. Trying to learn how to articulate my thoughts better. And that is a difficult challenge. Oh my god. That means you have to go talk to people to make friends, but to talk to people you need something to talk about. Get a hobby that's common enough that people will be able to chat about it. Yeah, the other thing is I don't know where to find people to talk who would be willing to talk to me anyway. So you can't just go out in public and be like, "Hi, will you be my friend?" and talk to someone. Obviously don't just say be my friend, but if some people don't go out to talk to people, like where do you go to meet friends? I don't understand how you do, because there aren't that many meetup groups in things that aren't just mostly populated by the elderly, at least where I am. I don't understand how it's an issue. You're failing at communicating, so you're doing great. Oh my goodness, I understand your pain, Amelia. We got it together. Cars 2 is the best of the free Cars movies. I know I've watched them, but I honestly don't remember the plot at all. I was not a big fan. But if you're too broke to have hobbies, well, there are hobbies you can have for free. Things like watching YouTube, that's a hobby. Okay, that's not much of a hobby. But things like drawing, that's very cheap. You can do that for very, very cheap. Things like that. Or writing or reading books is a hobby. Being into particular franchises is definitely a hobby. It's the whole thing with playing video games as well. That's definitely a hobby. There's quite a lot of hobbies which don't cost so much. You're putting watching YouTube videos in your resume. Yeah, go do it. I can't believe that's the first thing I said. Like all the things I could have thought of, I said watching YouTube videos. But it is a big hobby for a lot of people. I mean, it's how a lot of us spend our time, and we enjoy it. So I'd say it's a hobby, really. It's not the most unique hobby because we all do it, but still something I think it could classify, right? I don't know. What did you say? Ah, yes, you don't live in America. You have my condolences. You aren't just so upfront, friendly with strangers, so it's harder to break the ice. Yeah, maybe I should go move up north, because up north, they're always like, whenever you walk past someone, especially in the countryside, they'll be like, "Good morning. How are you doing today?" And it's just, they're so friendly with their greetings, but they don't really want to get to know you. It's more of just the polite thing they do up there, I guess. At least that's what I think it is. I might be wrong. I'm not really from the north, but I've experienced it before, and that's the impression I've got. What did you say? Cars 2 is the spy one? Yeah, I honestly don't remember. I'm sorry, Icy. You're putting... Oh, I already read that. Your hobby is watching Vieus on YouTube? Yeah, that's the best hobby you could ever have. Good job. You picked correctly. Wow, you watch X streamer? I do too. What's your favorite episode? Etc. etc. How are you gonna find someone who watches the same streamer as you in real life? Like, what are the chances? I swear you'd have to go to, say, for streamers or VTubers. For streamers, your best bet is probably to go to someone like TwitchCon, honestly. People aren't really there to make friends. People just don't go to places to make friends. And even things like pubs, which I assume is where people used to go a lot to make friends, and I don't go to pubs, I don't drink alcohol and stuff. Even there, the people who do go there, they don't want to make friends with you, really. They're just there with their friends. They've already got their friends. I don't know. It's difficult. Your hobbies are making piano pieces, but you need someone that can teach you the proper way to do it. Oh, yeah, I have that. I used to have that hobby. It is great fun, as I've said before. I know about that. It is cool. You don't need someone to teach you. You can look up a lot, as we said, about the hobby of watching YouTube videos. It's also a very useful hobby. Pardon me, it can teach you all about how to do that. If you look it up, I'm sure there'll be videos, because it's a common thing that people make videos of, is the piano arrangement, so just have a look. I'm sure you can find some interesting music theory lessons on it. And that's all it is that you need to learn, just music theory. The music theory is quite complicated, and it is intimidating to start learning about, I know that. Oh my god. You think you're more likely to meet Dan TTM than someone else who watches the same stream as you do? Yeah, I mean, especially when some of the streamers are really small. If you watch some really niche streamers and you know only about, say, 9 people watch them at once, usually, how are you ever gonna find someone who watches them? Like, what the hell? How would you even know to ask? I'd be so, like, hi, do you know... I'm gonna use myself because I am someone about that size. Hi, do you know Vieus? No? Okay, I'm gonna walk away now because that was awkward and embarrassing. Oh, what? That's never gonna happen. Oh my goodness. You chat with strangers all the time. If you ever want to get to know someone, you just need to want to do so, but you have priorities in order to. You'd rather read a book? That's interesting. I don't know how I would do that here. I know my dad's done that before. He's just been in a fish and chip shop or something, and instead of talking to us, he just goes talk to some random man. He just has a really good chat. That was a strange experience that day. Oh my god. But that did happen once. He just talked to some random man for like half an hour, and then they never talked to each other ever again. I wish I had that confidence. That'd be nice. But I don't, and I don't want to be awkward. Fair point, Miss? Oh, I see, I see. You found what's number 2 from Shostakovich on YouTube. Very nice. I do not know what that is from memory. I'd have to go listen. I might recognize it, I'm not sure. Your PC's been going bad since the start of the year. Been waiting on, planning on waiting for a vacation to fix it or try to do it. Well, I hope you can fix your computer. That would not be good if you can't. Computers are very expensive, I would know. Because I'm currently using a computer that was very expensive to buy, but it is so useful, this computer. Oh my god, I'm so grateful I have it. It's so useful. I mean, I don't think I could make my Blender videos without it, I mean. I could try. It would take me forever because those rendering times. I'd probably have to give up on having any shadows in my videos if that was the case, because that is the thing that makes it take ages, because you can't do shadows the way I do them in Eevee, which is the faster Blender renderer. So I don't know. Maybe you can. I know there was an update, but I didn't download the update, and I know they've added a new render engine, so maybe you can now, actually. I should check that out, because that would probably speed up my workflow. Because, you know, it'll be something like a 6-second section of my video, and if it has a shadow, it's now going to take half an hour to render just because I want that shadow. It's very frustrating. Because it usually takes 2 minutes, maybe. 1 or 2 minutes. I'll be it. I don't know. You watch streamers who pull like 10 to 30 viewers, sorry, I can't read, 12 to 30 viewers, you literally don't think you know a single person outside their Discord who watches that. Yeah, you probably won't. I mean, the chances of that are so small. I don't know. There's so many streamers out there as well. I mean, streaming is massive these days. Ever since COVID happened, everyone became a streamer. Well, not everyone, but a lot more people did. I know that was when the big boom happened. It was already quite large before that, but it just... it really propelled it because people had nothing else to do all day other than watch them. What'd you say? It would be like me. Find someone who has almost your name. That's how you found your best friend. I was Kat. He was Kat. Currently goes by Mitsuru. You personally prefer calling him Grandpa. That is such a cool little story of you finding a friend, Kat. It's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of struggling now. I'm not sure how to do some of this. It looks good. You can tell this is meant to be my melody if we zoom out. I'm not sure where to go next with this. I'll keep looking at it as I talk. You have a lot of knowledge of classical music. Oh, that's good. But your music theory is still bad. Fair enough. Well, yeah, you can know the history, but you might not know the theory behind it. I have a small amount of knowledge in both. I have a small my theory knowledge isn't amazing. I just know a bit of stuff from secondary school in my GCSEs, and then also the harp grades that I did, although I stopped doing those years ago, so I don't really remember all of it, and I didn't get that complicated in it anyway. It is what it is. It's fine. Maybe one day I'll go and learn some more. What else have I missed? Not for you forgetting you're playing Stardew Valley before Vieus started to stream. Did your character pass out or something? Oh dear. I hope that like, your character's okay. Maybe you had it paused. That's probably the case. Let's see then. It requires people skills. You must observe their stance, face, and tone of voice. If you say hi and they are standoffish, just wish them well. If they smile, don't engage, then wish them well. And continue on your way. If they smile and say hi, break the ice with a Monday starter like, nice fun that we're having. Or did you see the game last night? Or would you like to see a picture of my niece? Oh no, Brooke's calling you again, you must go. Oh, okay. Bye, James Bailey. I hope you have a nice time with your book. You know, I would try. I wish I could do stuff like that. Just talk to people and judge their reaction. But I think I suck at that. So, you know, it's not so much an option. I'll get there eventually. I'm sure I'll make some more friends. I think VTuber friends will be something I'll achieve eventually. I have been making some. I definitely have some friends now who are VTubers, which is quite nice. And there's one person who I really want to do a collab with at some point, so keep an eye out, you know, it's gonna happen. We both want to do it, we just haven't planned it for some reason. Because they're having a rebrand and stuff, so I want to wait for them. And it's fine. It'll be cool to see it though. Better yet, skip pleasantries, go straight into topics like you do. Yeah, you could do. You might want to say hello first. Don't just go, do you like insert really niche thing here? Oh my goodness. Too many steps. You stay with your one and only friend, your cat. Adopt 9 cats. Yeah, you should join cats and adopt all the cats, and you can all be crazy cat people. That'll be my chat. All the crazy cat people collected in one place. As we talk about random things like My Little Pony and moss soup. There we go. That's one thing that you like, don't you? Yes, me is having VTuber friends. That would be nice. I mean, yeah, as I said, I have like one. It'd be nice to have lots and lots of friends. That's always nice to have, of course. But that requires me to put in the effort to have friends. I mean, having friends isn't easy. It is something you have to really actively want to do and work on, or it's just not gonna happen. So maybe I should put more effort in and reach out to people. I could do, I just don't, and I don't know why. You're a bit of a self-absorbed narcissist without the narcissism, so self-confidence isn't an issue. Huh. Okay. That's an interesting thing to admit about yourself. Okay, James Bailey. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. You legit go, hey bro, that food looks good, and then chain into other topics? Wow, that is some confidence, my goodness. I don't know, I'm just not in a situation where it's easy to meet people my own age. As I don't go to university or anything, and that's where most of the people my age are right now. And then the ones that I know, there's loads of people that don't go, but I don't know where they are. They don't. How do you meet them? Obviously they'll have their jobs and stuff that they go to, but then there's not like there's anywhere they meet up that's big. I don't know. I blame the internet. It means we don't have any friends anymore as a generation, because we all go home and just go to our phones and computers and watch stuff, and that's it. We don't need to talk to each other, and then we all realize, oh, I'm lonely now. Society, the issues of society. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have a drink. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, I can. It is coming together. You can see the nose and the little flower. I'm liking this. It looks nice. You're lonely. Adopt a cat. Still lonely. More cats. Thing is, I'm scared of cats. Not as much as I am dogs, but I am still kind of scared of cats. I would be scared to feed it, or stroke it, or touch it, or go near it. Just kind of walk around it, keep my distance. I was I was at someone's house a bit ago, and I left the toilet, and their cat was just it was a kitten, like, it was absolutely tiny, and it was just on the stairs. And I opened the door, and it just stopped in its tracks and stared at me, like, because I was a bit scared of it. I was just staring at it back, and we were just there for about 30 seconds staring at each other in the eyes, like deer in headlights. Eventually, I decided to move and leave the toilet, but it was just quite amusing. Oh my god. You legit go, I never do that. Universities, bar, restaurants, jobs, and school are the best places to meet people. But how would you? Okay, so I don't go to university, so I can't really do that. And it'd be a bit awkward if I just went into a random university and was like, I don't go here, but I want to make some friends. Would it not? Would someone kick me out? I don't know about that one. And for bars and restaurants, how are you going to meet someone there? Especially if you're on your own to begin with, you just sit there and hope that there's someone else who also just sits there and go, hi. Do you like VTubers? That would probably be. That is one of my main interests these days is VTubers. I really do like them. Just the whole concept of it, more the specific ones, just what it is. I love watching videos on it. I don't know why. It's just very interesting to me. And then jobs and school. I don't know. Obviously, I don't go to school. And then for jobs, I mean, how do you meet other people? I don't know. I don't know. Would regular streamer friends be good too? Yeah, I would love to make any friends really for streaming. We can do stuff together, talk to each other. We have common interests then. But they don't have to be streamers. They can be people who make videos. I'd love some people to make friends with some more people to do videos. Then we could do some videos together. So a dream of mine would be one day to have some VTuber friends. Well, probably VTuber. I think it would work best if they were. Who live in the UK. I can just make a video. I want to take them somewhere and then make a video about it. And I can have both of our models or all of our models in the video. It'd be so cool. I want to do that, but it would be difficult to find the people and have them be okay with going somewhere with me alone, which is a little bit scary to them. I get it. Also, I'd have to trust them enough. Because you don't know what they're going to do at the end of the day. There are some horror stories out there of what people do when you meet up with strangers online. It's scary, but that's what people do with online dating. It's a stranger online that you meet up with. Well, you gotta do it in a public place, of course. I don't know. I met Eltran and all his friends online, actually. And now we're really close. So, that ended out well. Yeah, they only... No, I already read that. If you don't have those, you're kinda... SOL? What does SOL mean? Stuck on online or something? You don't adopt them, they spawn right next to you. That's how you got mine. Oh, that's interesting. Hello, Toadie's Plays Dead. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. Now you be a streamer friend to you, but you don't live in the UK. Oh no, Nick, no! That's a shame. Yeah, but it would be really cool. There's a lot of places I want to go to eventually on videos, but it requires money and supplies and stuff, and people to come with me who have free time. Because it's a big thing going to, say, a mountain. It requires someone to. We need. A lot of people I know don't have the equipment because they don't go to such places, so they don't have walking boots, which you do absolutely need. You need walking boots. You can't go mountain climbing without walking boots. Your ankles will kill you, and you will probably break them. Honestly, you'll slip on a rock, and that'll be it. That's not good. Oh, is that what SOL means? Ah, thank you for telling me. I was confused when I just saw that message before you sent the second bit. Yeah, I am then. Alright, I just accept it. I'll make some VTuber friends. It'll be good. That's the plan. I don't know. And yeah, it'd be nice to go some places soon. I'll get there. I'll get there. I am filming another video soon, which is very exciting. Walking boots, where can you find some? Well, I don't know. It depends where you live, I guess. Everywhere will have different shops. A popular place here is Mountain Warehouse. It's kind of the go-to cheaper outdoor shop. They have them everywhere in the UK. I swear that they are all over. You can't go far without there being a Mountain Warehouse nearby. It's a massive chain. It's a great shop though. They sell clothes as well, like t-shirts and stuff. One of my friends in secondary school, not secondary school. No, it was in secondary school, but she didn't wear it to school, of course, because we had school uniforms. But I swear, most of her clothes were just things she bought from Mountain Warehouse. She was a walking brand ambassador. I thought it was great though. They make nice clothes. It's not a bad thing. They are. It's nice quality stuff. They sell tents and stuff. That's usually very hidden in a corner, but they are quite cheap. I can't imagine they'd hold up that well in poor weather conditions. I don't know. I like the idea of doing a camping video one day, but then also I don't, because camping hurts your back, and it's usually you can hear everyone around you, and you would usually get woken up at 6 a.m. by all the birds. That's not great. I'm really struggling to do this, by the way, at the moment. I haven't really made much progress recently on my nonogram because I'm just looking at it and going, what do I do? There's nowhere to go. Ah! I do see the 7, and I think that might help me. I'm going to do a bit of counting quickly. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's a black. That would have to be that black there. So we have dark pink, and then there'd be a 7 blacks down here. Okay, that helps, that helps. I can make some progress now that I've done this counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Wait, oh no, I've already read that. I don't know, I thought I saw a message. There's other shops out there, like Cotswold Outdoor and Go Outdoors. I've heard of those in the UK, but it depends where you live. They're UK companies. Everywhere has different companies. I think Mountain Warehouse is one of the cheaper ones though. You need to make sure they're decent quality. You don't want your walking boots to break on you. I don't know. You haven't been paying attention to the nonograms? That's okay. The nonograms is more something for me to do so I don't go insane while I'm talking. That would not be good. Oh my god. Actually, it was the third friend that made you and your best friend friends in the first place. You were a bit shy because something had happened to you recently on a Discord server. Ah. The friend of a friend made you friends. Isn't that sweet? I'm glad you made that friend. It sounds great. Yandere Vieus? that maybe that's what would have happened. I don't think I'd be a yandere so much. I'm more just delusional, talking about utter nonsense. Like the more kind of what the hell is she talking about? Kind of insane than anything. I wouldn't go around killing people out of a desire to keep them away from the person I love. That'd be it's a strange concept, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think yanderes are very realistic. I mean, I'm sure there are cases of people who have killed someone before because they were jealous. I'm sure there's actually multiple cases of it, but it's not like regular thing going on in high schools so much as they suggest in anime. My god, it would be a scary world if it was. Oh dear. I'm glad that's not the case. I would be scared to exist if we had people like that everywhere. Anime tells some strange stories sometimes. Alright, I've just realised something. This too has to go here. Huh, alright. I see some things I didn't see before. Everything is coming together now. What did you say? You watched Impossible. Vieus cannot be yandere. I don't think so either. You can pretend in your mind, imagine it. I don't think it's within me to be like that. It just wouldn't work. I don't think I have the underlying personality for it. You watched a Twitch streamer at the time and you at the sub's private Discord server. Then this pal from Spain appears in your DMs asking you if you wanted to join a group of you 3 cats named Mafia Cats. That's so cool. I love that cat. Oh my god, that's great. Yandere do exist in America? Huh. That is concerning. Please look after yourself then. Oh dear. I think they might have watched a bit too much anime if that's the case. No, why do people... That's very sad to hear. I hope that they haven't hurt too many people over the years. I hope it's not too common. I don't know. Did you remember hearing about that child that got suspended or something because they had a death note and it was they'd written down the names of a bunch of their bullies at school, and instead of, helping get rid of the bullies, they punished the child? Like, what? They hadn't actually done anything. It was the bullies who were being awful. It's quite common. They'll see what the child is doing as the issue when it's the underlying cause they don't get rid of. It's like, you're not... Why don't schools try harder to get rid of bullies? I don't get it. I was never bullied. I think I was too tall and people didn't... And I was also just that person that would tell a teacher about everything. So people didn't even try because they just knew they'd get in trouble. Which is, I think, a good tactic if you don't want to be bullied. Be the person that always tells the teacher about everything anyone ever does wrong. I wasn't really that person, but somehow I ended up getting the reputation for it, which was a bit strange. But it came in handy. Oh my goodness. You've heard of a kid who got suspended. He's got suspended a kid for having a Pop-Tart eaten in the shape of a gun. So they took bites out of a Pop-Tart to make the and they got... That seems unnecessary. Especially in a country where you have guns or everywhere. Like, what? What? How is that helping that child's education? They need to learn. They can't just be away from school because they did a silly thing at lunchtime. That does seem excessive. Alright. Oh, this goes here. Sorry, I am figuring things out with this now. What did you say? You're taller than in before taller than me. What does in before mean? I mean, I'm 6'4". I am very tall. And that is real. I'm not, it's not my character or anything. I mean, my character is me. It's just, I've always just said my character is like the version of me I'd love to be. Oh, is that? Ooh, I'm so stupid. This goes here. Okay. What am I saying? So yeah, I am actually that tall. That's how you started the contact, then the three, then a lot of things happen, and now you and the nice twin rarely hear about the Palace Fane, but you're very happy that you've had a long-lasting friendship. That's so cute. It's a shame that you don't talk to each other so much anymore. But that is cool. That you made a bunch of friends with people called cats. I love that. You're the cat people. And I guess you guys all have cats as well. And you must... Oh, that's so nice. Did you say? In before is a response to use to anticipate future reply or event online. Short for in before. In before is posted in response to a post/thread to cheekily predict what future netizens will say. Oh, so you were saying that you were predicting that I was taller than you, I think. Alright. That makes sense. And that is tall, yes. Thank you. I understand now. I have never heard of that before. I don't know. I've never come across it. I don't think I have. What else did you say? You got the reputation of teachers' pets by simply trying your best and trying to get good grades. It is strange what people will say about you when you're just doing what you're supposed to do at school. And I'm like, no, I won't talk about it. I'll start ranting in a second if I say what I was about to say. I don't know. School is weird like that. People are strange. I don't know. I don't understand why bullies bully people half the time. Why I don't understand the appeal of making people suffer. Some people find it funny. It's not funny. It's just sad. And you just think, well, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. Why would you do it to others? I don't know. Rants. Rants are the best? No! I think I've ranted about it before as well. That's the thing. I know I probably repeat myself a lot on my streams. I don't know. We still use that Discord server. It's your main one. You and your grandpa invited more people in, but it's amazing you two talking about anything. Oh, that's nice. That's just really sweet, your story, cats. I love it. These rants? Okay. Well, I was going to say that it always used to really annoy me when people at school would get rewarded for behaving for the first time in their life, way more than the rest of us who have been behaving this entire time. That they get special treatment just because they behaved for one day. Like, that's not fair. But what? They say they get picked for example, in primary school we had this thing called Star of the Week, and you'd get a special certificate and you get to go up in the front of assembly, and you'd get and it would be for doing something extra special that week. You get nominated by your teacher, and so often it was the really badly behaved kids because they behaved that one time that week, and the teachers were rewarding them for it instead of the people who behaved every single day of their life, and just so they could get that reward. It makes me angry. I don't know. And then I also used to hate it when the misbehaved kids would be the teacher's favourites, because they're the ones they're constantly telling off, yet they like them more than the ones who they're not. Like the students who work hard, do what they're told, and try to get through school and actually learn stuff, instead of the kids that just are there to not listen. Yet those are the teacher's favourites. What? Why? Did you ever get rewards in school? Yes, I did. I got a very special award at the end of primary school, which was a music award. I went out of my whole year. I got the music award at the end of primary school. It was so cool. They only had two. There was two awards. There was a maths award and a music award, and I think I got it because I played the harp, because then they thought that was so cool. But also because I played Cinderella in our end of year 6 play. And I did singing in that, and they really liked my singing. I made someone's grandma cry. I couldn't have even been that good at singing, but my teachers seemed to like it. They thought that's what I got. So if you look at my year 6 leavers t-shirt, well, half of the teachers' signatures and things are just people saying, "You're gonna be a star. You're gonna be a famous singer one day." And I'm like, you sure? You know how hard that is to break into? I wish I had singing lessons. I will go do that one day. I want to learn proper vocal technique, because although I have been improving and I know I am doing better than I used to, it's a very slow process when you are trying to learn yourself, because there's not that other ear telling you, no, someone who actually knows what to do. It's kind of hard. I don't know. Something about him this year, he's trying to enter university for the 4th time. Hopefully he gets it since he's leaving his current job. I hope so too, Cats. I hope your friend does well in university. My goodness. You end up getting a plaque with your name on it, placed in the high school? Yeah, I think my name is on a plaque somewhere, because I got I got on a plaque, and then I think they added people's names to it over time. I don't know. I don't know if I actually got any awards in secondary school though. I'm thinking about it. I know they had that thing with the... Oh, I won Battle of the Bands that one time. I guess that was the only award I won. I did a solo singing. I sang Touch the Sky, and I played it on the harp, and I won Battle of the Bands for the solo category. That was cool. Oh god. And I think I won a £10 Amazon voucher, and then I immediately lost it. So that was great. Never used that. It's fine. It's not like it was worth much. I don't even know what I would have bought. I swear, people give me Amazon vouchers and I end up losing them. I never really have anything I want off Amazon, because a lot of the things that I like, you can't buy on Amazon. And then I forget about it, and then it becomes invalid. So that's great. I've had birthday presents of that from my dad before, and I don't even know where they went. I don't know. You have a bit of a singer's voice? You think so? I don't know. I don't know what my voice is. I don't really hear many people with a voice like mine, although I have heard the odd one on sometimes someone sent me a clip once saying, "My friend thinks you sound like this." And I was like, "Oh my god, that sounds just like me." That was freaky that one time. Just some random clip on YouTube, and it was not YouTube, Instagram, and it was someone going, "The world," and it sounded like me, and that was strange. On the topic of streams, do you plan to do collab streams? I don't know. Oh, sorry. No, yes. I don't know why I said that. My brain wasn't thinking. That was my brain processing, calculating, loading. Vieus.exe has crashed, but Yes, I do want to. I have a friend, as I mentioned earlier, that I want to collab with once she's done her rebrand, and I'm very excited to see what she does with that because she's very cool. Um, and I would like to collaborate with her. I won't say who it is, but you'll find out once she's fully debuted. I mean, she's very open with it, honestly, on her streams, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want her to get in trouble. So yeah, you're a cutie. Why, thank you. I'll try. So are you. You are a cutie as well. You thought Battle of the Bands was a movie cliche thing? Um, it is. It definitely is a cliche in films, but it was a thing at my school in secondary school. I don't know. It was just something we did. It was a competition. You would spend. So they had the auditions earlier on in the year. You'd have to form a group and practice a song together and make sure you had it coming together. And it was a lot of lunch times just being spent in the music practice rooms and trying to get people to practice because all they wanted to do was mess around. Okay, that made me so angry when I used to do that. No one cared, and I cared so much. I just wanted to get on with the music. I wanted to do well. I wanted to win, and no one cared in my group. They were meant to be they were my friends, and they just I had too much passion for it. Oh my god. And yeah, so you go audition, which was scary. It would be in the little music classroom in front of the music teacher. We only had one music teacher, by the way, for the whole school, which was tough on her. Oh my god, I don't know how she coped. You know, she was kind of insane, and that was her whole thing. She was known for being a very strange teacher. Uh, what do you mean by Yolin? What does that mean? That's not the name. It's not. It's Yufu. It's Yufu, not the Yolin. It's Yufu VT. Are you gonna look her up on Twitter? She does have a YouTube channel, I think, but it's not. It's not ready yet. It's got some of her old covers on it. It's Yufu. Yufu VT. Very cool. Very cool. You should go check her out. Which is YUFU. That's what it is. Sorry. Yeah, that's how you spell it. YUFUFU. Then BT. And that's her name on most platforms, I think. She hasn't got Twitch yet, which I think she's doing multi-streaming, aren't they? It's fine. You say FU, hey, that's just what it is. I'm just spelling. Yes. No, not Yufu. It's the other way around. It's Yufu BT. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, Battle of the Bands. So yeah, then you spend another several months, like a month or two, practicing after the auditions, and you would then have to be at the music concert. This is if you pass the auditions, by the way. Not everyone passed the auditions. You had to be good. They didn't want anyone going up there. You need to be at least some quality because parents paid to watch that music concert. It needs to be decent. Half the audience can't pronounce the name. Oh my god. No one can pronounce my name. It's a similar story. It's fine. Debunked user. I've accepted that, my name is Vieus. I've heard a lot. Even people who know who I am, I've heard them say Vieus. After several times of calling me correctly, they suddenly go Vieus, but it's weird. I don't know. It's fine. Oh, virus, no. Call her you? Maybe I will. I don't know. I like to go on Twitter. You'll see me interact with her a lot on Twitter if you look at me on there. And my Twitter's VS5, by the way. It's VSN with a 5 at the end. I don't know. I don't know why I picked that. I kind of thought it looked like an extra S, and now it just feels weird, and I can't change it because that's not how Twitter works. So I'm stuck with that. That's great. Why am I struggling so much with this? I don't know where this goes. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, why is it so hard? Right, it's a 4. 1, 2, 3. I think this goes here. Yes, it does. Oh, there we go. That's a bit of progress. I can do this. I just know it. I got heaven behind my plans. Oh my god, have you seen that cover I did? It's like the whole Happy Day in Hell from Hazard Hotel. It was great fun. I know the music video doesn't look very impressive, but I animated it all by hand. All those mouth movements. I did that myself, and I know it's not... I don't know. I wanted it to be accurate to my actual singing, and I wanted it to be one smooth take, which is why I did it that way. Although I'm starting to, I think looking back at it, I'm not sure if it was really worth doing that way. I don't know. I'm trying to get better at facial animation because I'm not very good at doing the eyes. If you look at the way, obviously, you've been seeing it this whole stream. If you look at the way my VTuber models tracks my eyes, a lot of the time my eyes are closed or kind of half closed like this. If I can, like that kind of. And I need to include more of that, I think, because it's a lot more expressive. It's not better. What did you say? You think everyone in Discord calls you Blue Shades? Well, yeah, they do, because that was what I was called for a long time on the sub. Because my YouTube channel used to just be my piano channel. That's all it was. So when I first joined the server, it was just they just called me Shades or Blue Shades. The Shades nickname started when I first had a call with Jonamonzi and Eltran and everyone in the parody 21 Hanaka Bridge series. And they said, what do you want us to call us? And I said, I don't mind. And they said, I'll call you Shades. And that was it. Jonamonzi chose my name as Shades. You would read it as E. Vieus. Vieus? Hey, you're the only one calling you Vieus? That's fine. By the way. Indeed, cats. You're good at help. Well, I like to make your fingers stretch, debunk user. You know. Hi, May, and hi, Joshua. I hope you're having great days today. Where do you stand at the raffle-free VTuber model talk if the artist cancels the model? Why? I think I did see that. Why would you have a raffle if you're not gonna fulfill the raffle prize? That's just engagement bait, and that's not okay. You can't. Don't just lie to people. What the hell? I don't think that's a very nice thing to do. I get it, life gets in the way, but you know, if you're gonna commit to a raffle for something as large as a VTuber model, you need to know that you don't get people's hopes up, because otherwise it looks bad on your Twitter. It's not a good look for you. I don't know. Thank you, by the way, Joshua. I didn't say that, but thank you so much for the compliment. Perhaps you call me Shades eventually, but now Vieus. I like the name Vieus, and I like Yufu actually calls me V. She likes to go V V V V. She goes V V V V V V V V. It is so cute. I love it. How you even know you talked to you yesterday in your live? You're just checking. I am doing great, thank you. We're doing this My Melody nonogram. I'm really struggling. I've been stuck for quite a while. I haven't made much progress. Because I'm not really sure where to go. Oh, wait, that's a singular one. Oh, I see. Does that help me? Not really. Alright then. Never mind. I'm so stuck. You love My Melody? Oh, that's great. But no, Vivi. Yeah, I don't think calling me Vivi is probably the best nickname for me. I like the whole Vivi, but there are too many VTubers who go by the nickname Vivi. And there's one that's fairly large as well, for called Victoria Brightshield. She's from Niji Sanji, and her nickname is Vivi. And I don't want the same nickname as a large VTuber, because that's confusing. And people, you know, it's nice to have a name that is unique to you. Also, with Vieus, that is unique to me. There's my name. I own the YouTube channel for Vieus. Even though I wasn't the first channel called Vieus on YouTube, I kind of overtook someone, but they haven't posted for years, so I don't think they care. It's probably fine, right? Oh my goodness, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna try and fill this in, because there's another 7 over here, just like the left side. I think I can do that. If we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. Well, and this goes all the way to 7? I think it's like that. Possibly. I might be wrong there. I'm trying. Fair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is fair. I think so. There's been a thing recently where an artist had a raffle, but then due to mental health issues, had to cancel commissions in the raffle model, and a person who brought it up to a Twitter thread. Yeah, I did see that. That's why I was saying I did see that. And I don't know. It's just a tricky situation. I mean, if someone's had real issues and they thought that they could do it originally, you can't really blame them. Like, it's not... You gotta feel bad for both sides. I think it's just a very unfortunate situation because the person who was waiting for the model for several months, so they did obviously they would have probably tried to pay someone else or looked elsewhere if they had known they weren't getting their model, and it wasted a lot of their time. But also that person probably really thought they were going to be able to do it, and unfortunately they couldn't, and I it's just unfortunate, really. I I don't think there's anything you can really do. I don't think anyone was really in the wrong if it's an unavoidable thing that happened. I don't know. Don't know what else there is to say about it. It's just something that happened in the community, unfortunately. I'm just gonna double check I counted this right because I'm confused. Because the other side looks quite different. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1. Yeah, it is. That's interesting. Okay. If this was the 7, I think. No. If this was the end of the 7 and we had a 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's black. Okay, that helps. There we go. We got an extra one in. VTubing is so small but so large. It is. It really is. There are thousands of VTubers out there, but it's a niche thing. Like a lot of people think VTubers are cringe, which is fair because it kind of is. But I am a VTuber, so I accept it, and you guys accept it too. It's all good. We're happy. But yeah, it is also massive in terms of how many people want to do it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a niche and widespread thing. And I think over time it will just become more and more mainstream. I think people with non-anime models will definitely grow a lot in future years as it becomes a more mainstream thing to do. People will just want to be characters instead of showing their face or being no person at all. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Because VTubing still fairly young in its in terms of the internet and established things, and I'm really curious what's going to happen with it. I think we'll see a rise of people who do content like mine eventually, so as in my videos, because there are people out there that do it. Obviously, I didn't come up with it. I was inspired by someone. I saw Azuma Lim and Shino Nome Hatsuri. And a couple of things that other people have done. Onigiri did a little bit of it once, but not much. And I think it's really cool. And I'm really curious what's going to happen there as it grows. VTubing is fairly young, especially the... I obviously, it has existed for like 10 years, as you say, but not in the form that we know it as. And I think we're going to see a lot more spread into YouTube videos eventually. It's just taking time because... people are scared, and I understand it. People are scared to do new things and try things out when there's not a precedent for it working. It's scary. You don't know if you're just wasting your time. It's if you're trying to make content to grow. I mean, that's kind of me when I make my videos sometimes, because a lot of them haven't been doing that great, and I think part of that's just the quality, and I'm trying to get better, but it's scary doing something that not many people do, because you have to kind of create the audience for it if it's a new thing, because people don't know if they like that stuff yet because it doesn't really exist. I don't know. I think it'll do better as it grows. People will get more used to it, and then more people will try it. It is quite difficult to do, but the technology is going to get better as well. So then it'll be more accessible to most people, which will be interesting. Random question: do you watch any HoloLive streamers? If yes, which one do you like? So I have seen bits and pieces of different HoloLive VTubers over the years. I don't regularly watch any of them because I don't really watch any VTuber streams that much, apart from my friend. Because I don't know. That one just feels like I'm having a chat with her more than anything because she's very small and it's just nice. I don't know. I found I can't remember anyone's name, but there was someone whose YouTube shorts I watched for a little while because they were quite interesting. And there was someone who did an interesting presentation on microphones one time, which I liked. I don't know. It's varied. I like the ones that aren't so intense on their characters. I'm not someone who's a big fan of the really character-heavy VTubers. So And people who do too much of the cutesy anime voice stuff as well, it's not really for me. So I'm not a big fan of Fuamoko, which I know is very popular. Um, I don't know. I mean, Mario Karaoke was the reason I found out about VTubing because I saw her on Trash Days, so she was my first exposure. And I thought she was cool at first, but I didn't really. I don't know, her content wasn't that much for me. It just wasn't that interesting. I don't know. I don't think it's just a problem with watching streams. I don't. So I like watching pre-recorded content of VTubers. It's more interesting when they talk about stuff or go somewhere, try activities. I don't know. I'm not really the target audience, I think, for Hololive. But it's cool to watch them because they have fantastic facilities with their motion capture studio, and it's amazing how well some of them can dance and sing, and all the production value they have. It's impressive, and it's amazing to see how well they do. They make so much money. I don't know. They're inspirational. I think that's the best way to put it. You personally watch clips of YouTubers more than streams. You're not alone in that. Yeah, I suppose so. Video creation is a very different skill set to streaming. Yes, debunked user. It definitely is. It's a lot easier to... Well, it's easier to do streaming, which is why a lot of people do it, but it's not easy to do well in streaming, because that requires you to have social skills. More like communication skills, which you develop over time as you stream. Or if maybe you're already good at it from just regular life experiences. But then, making videos is a very different skill set. You need to be able to just know how to write an interesting script, or maybe it's not always script based, but most YouTube videos are based on a script. You need to have really interesting ideas. You need to know how to do your thumbnails and titles really well, because I'm a YouTube streamer, so I do that anyway for my streams, but for video people who stream on Twitch, they don't make thumbnails because it's not a thing, so they don't have to worry about that. But that's a big thing of it, and you need to know how to keep people engaged in a video. It's just a very different content medium. I don't know. Bro mentioned Fuamoko, just when you invest, you have Fuamoko related matching profile pictures. Well, I'm glad you like them. They're just not really for me, unfortunately. You're a communication science student, your communication skills are down the toilet. How does that work? Surely you'd be an expert. That's concerning. Maybe your education isn't that great if you don't have the skills. Because surely that'd be the whole point of your studies. I don't know. I'm gonna have a drink, so I'm losing my voice. Are you right to think streaming's where you have your best situationally funny videos? You need to be innately funny? Yeah. You don't have to be funny though. You definitely don't have to be funny to make videos or to stream. You can just be interesting in other ways. You just have to do something interesting in both of them, obviously. But yeah, streaming is you're performing on a stage. It's just like stand up, anything like singing live. It's just like being on stage. You have to be able to do things under the pressure of being live, which obviously gets a lot more scary when you're large. I'm not very large, so it's not that scary. It's just you guys, and we've all talked before. It's like I'm comfortable. And I'm not afraid to embarrass myself too much, but because I've done my karaoke streams, which don't usually go that well, I think it's helped build up my confidence a bit, which is quite nice. There's benefits. I am really struggling with this nonogram. I've got one eye, and I cannot figure out where the rest of this goes. It's so hard. Wait. This is a 2, which means this 2 goes down here. That is something, I guess. Okay, I guess that helps. What did you say? Yes, grams when? I don't think yes, grams exist, unfortunately, Nick. I'm sorry. I don't know. Your audience is live and you have to adapt to situations. They're on like stages, you have the advantage of being behind the screen. Yeah, you also I don't have to put on makeup as well as a VTuber, which is quite nice. Because I don't know how to do makeup. I'm scared. It is expensive and it scares me, and I know that women are judged a lot for their appearances online, so it's kind of expected that they wear it. Or if you're on stage, definitely expected. A lot of it's just because of the stage lights, but oh goodness me, I don't know how to do that stuff. Maybe grams land? I don't know. Maybe grams also probably don't exist. Maybe they do. maybe grams they do. I don't know. They probably don't. It's not. It's. I have no idea what the nono means in nonograms or where that name comes from. If it's actually related to I don't know what it's called in Japanese. This would be interesting to look up at some point, but I'm determined to do this puzzle, so let's not get sidetracked by looking stuff up, because I know what I'm like. And I'm running out of stream time. I mean, obviously I can go for as long as I like, but I aim for around 2 hours, and I'm stuck! Oh my god, why is this so hard? I don't understand why I'm struggling so much today. Any questions anyone has about anything at all in life? As I like talking about interesting topics. I feel like you guys are so useful to give me a prompt for something to go off, and then I can just go on a tangent. I don't know. All I've been doing recently is working on my video. Do you think you have iPad? What's iPad brain syndrome? I've never heard of that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what iPad baby. No, what is iPad baby brain? Is that like when you give tablets or iPads to toddlers? Because I didn't have that, if that's what you mean. I'm gonna assume that's what you mean. I'll talk about that. So yeah, when I was younger, I think we had a family tablet, but that was when I don't think I had that until I was at least 7 or 8 or something. And I wasn't allowed on it very much. It was just it was a treat to use it. Definitely wasn't go to a restaurant, stick it in front of your face. Oh my god, no. We didn't bring it to a restaurant. It was just a little thing we had. And then I got my own one eventually. But I definitely didn't have one from a really young age. When your attention span is shorter than 2 seconds and you need jangling keys to keep focus. I mean, I'm kind of. My attention span is pretty poor these days, but I think I've been working on improving it because, as I said, my Blender thing, it takes hours of staring at the same thing, just doing the same thing over and over again to animate the face. And that is really helping me, I think, improve my attention span because it is hard to keep focused on that. It is quite boring at times. But yeah, I think it's good for me. Keeps my brain working. Have I just discovered another thing I can add in? I think I have. Oh, that's a black. Oh my goodness. I have found the bottom of the of the puzzle. That is the bottom. Yay! I can make some progress now. Maybe not. Okay, maybe I can't. No, I can. Because that's a 1. And then that's a 3. I'm seeing things. I am seeing how this puzzle comes together. Is that a tail? I think it is. Anyway, what did you say? You never wore makeup after being 7 years old? It's not your kind of thing. If you don't like your face, it's your problem. Breakdown says, exactly! If you don't like my face, it's your problem. I think my face is good enough. I'm definitely not ugly. I think I'm decent looking. You know? It's all good. Your little brother has a tablet. If you take it away from him, he just starts to That's really badly made. Yeah. God. I don't want kids, but if I did have kids, I would not be giving them an iPad or a tablet at a young age. Because parents have managed that for hundreds of years when they didn't even exist. And we've seen what it has done to kids and their brains, and it is not healthy. So I would not give it to them. But I don't want children anyway. My goodness. The first speech teacher admit they aren't bad looking behind the model. I know it is quite a thing to clown on your how you look. But I don't think I'm ugly. I don't know. I'm not. I'm just a person. I think that's like being below average. The average person looks okay because that's what the average person is. So, you know. You have a different kind of phone addiction. You own 6 phones. Okay, that is also concerning. That is. Why would you spend that much money on phones? That's too much. No, don't do that. All right, let's just fill in a bit more of this. I can do this. Okay. That is a 4. which means these are singular ones at the, wait, pardon me, at the bottom. And that's a 2, which means this is filled in. Aha, I'm seeing things. This is coming together now. You know, we had a long section where I was really stuck on this nonogram, and I'm starting to understand what to do. It was just a phase. It's fine. It's fine. Those are hand-me-downs. Okay. You didn't just buy 6 phones for the fun of it. That's good, because that would be concerning. I think I've had 3 phones in my life. Yeah, I had a Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini, I think. Might have been an S4. I think it was an S3 Mini when I was younger. And then I am not a drug dealer. No, what the hell? And then I had an iPhone 6S, and I hated it because I don't like Apple products and never want to buy one again. And now I have a Pixel 3a. That is my entire history of phones. When kids are toddlers, you can teach them a lot of things and they will absorb it like a sponge. You can cook with them and they'll be busy making gooey rice. Please don't give them phones. Yeah, there's so much you can do with toddlers, and there's so much for them to learn, and to make them just give up and make it all on phones is so sad. Oh dear, I've made 2 mistakes. Okay, why? Oh, it was just that. I must have clicked on that by accident. That's fine then. It's panicking for a moment. It's fine. Say that to the iPad kid parents. I know the iPad kid parents are like, you don't understand how hard it is, but as I said, parents have been doing it for hundreds of years about iPads, and people have had tough times for hundreds of years as well. It's always been tough to raise kids, and it's not good for their brains. It is not good for their education. If you care about your children's minds, don't give them iPads to toddlers. It's not, or tablets. I don't like using the brand name iPads for a general term for tablets, because tablets is what it is. That's a brand. It's like calling vacuum cleaners Hoovers or anything else like that. There's loads of examples of ways that brands are used. Although there are some words where I will use it, because I can't think of an example. I was thinking about it the other day. There are some words where the brand is pretty much the only one in the market. Like it is known as that thing, and there isn't really another example of it. I can't remember what it is. This is not Hello Kitty, it's My Melody, but it's owned by the same people, so I'd understand that. James Bailey. Your first phone was Galaxy S Advance, eventually the original Galaxy Note 1. I see. I don't really know what they are. I'm not that big on what phone is what, but I know that's Samsung. You finally went to teach toddler that SpongeBob was the 50th president of the United States. I mean, that sounds like lying, but if you want, because my dad used to lie to me all the time. It's not good. And he thinks it's hilarious. I ended up alright, I think. I'm not completely stupid. I guess I turned out okay. So, my dad is strange. Make Bikini Bottom great again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gaslight gatekeeper girl boss. Is that my dad's strategy? I don't know. Interesting parenting strategy, I guess. Oh dear. I don't know. But I don't know. And sometimes I see how children act online. I mean, I don't really interact with many real life children, so I don't know what the average child is actually like these days, but the ones online are concerning. But you always see the worst of the world online. That the stuff that gets posted is the more extreme situations. That's just how the internet works. People like to watch. Not that the less extreme things don't get posted, because they do, but they just don't blow up because no one cares. Give them a pet, not for the sake of giving a pet. Do not replace your kit's goldfish with another because the first one died. It's meant to make them responsible for something. Also, don't leave animals only to the kids' responsibility. They also your family. Yeah. That's the thing with pets. I think if you're gonna give your child a pet, and especially one that will probably die after a year or 2, it's important that you don't replace it, and you actually teach the kid about death. I think pets are one of a gentler way of teaching children that people do die, and it is a very big part of life. Well, not its death, but a big part of our experience on Earth is that we have to deal with that, and it's an introduction to it. And I know it's very sad when your family pet dies, but you can't just hide it from them for life. They need to know. I don't know. The average 7 to 9 year old here is like glued to TikTok. Yeah, I don't touch TikTok at all. It scares me. I think I would become addicted to it, and I do not want to become addicted to it. So I don't look at it. I've never downloaded it, and I never want to. So it's just no. I tried making a TikTok account on my computer to post my YouTube shorts, and it just doesn't get any views. And honestly, the ones I posted, they've all had 0 views. It doesn't show it to anyone at all. So it hates me. I guess it's just telling me they don't want me there. So that's that. I gave up on that. I don't know. They were the first online of someone wanting to fake a kid's reality, so it seemed like they lived in the 90s and bring them to the outside world. What? No, don't do that. Oh my god, yeah, I think that might be, I mean, it's probably not a crime, but it's like, that's not a good way to raise a child either. They need to know the world they live in. You can't just suddenly make them just face them with the real world and have them be wildly unprepared for what real life is like and the current state of the world. That's a terrible idea. Oh my god. You still don't need it. That's good. That's good. The bad things that get passed in the news aren't the worst things that happen. That's because people knowing about the government's kidnapping and tracking people isn't good for PR. Well, yeah, I'm sure all kinds of governments do horrific things that we don't hear about. But the stuff that is available to the public to know, out of that, is the more dramatic things that get blown up, because that's just how people work. That's just how it always has been. I mean, even in newspapers, it's always been. The top story is not going to be Gertrude planted some poppies this week. No, it's going to be kid got stabbed. If that happened, that is your top story for the week, because it is a horrible thing that happened, and people would think, oh my god, that's so shocking, and they'll want to go buy a paper. It's how money works, unfortunately. I know I'm explaining the most basic concept. I'm so sorry, it happens sometimes. You had TikTok for a few days, and then you also finally deleted Instagram, and you're now happy. Your attention span is becoming normal again. That's fantastic, Lumania! I'm so proud of you. That's really good. I wish there was a way on YouTube of deleting the YouTube Shorts section, because I end up on that for a long time sometimes, and it's just as bad as TikTok, honestly, but I try to keep away from it. It's a good place to make content, though, and to do streams, as I said. It's great for me. This is, as I said, this is right now, you are watching a YouTube short stream. So it works. You have to use Instagram for uni purposes? That sucks. Oh my god. Making it use social media. Oh my god. I did go to university for a bit before I left, and yeah, I had to have Facebook. Facebook. Like, what the hell? I had never had a Facebook account in my life. And then I had to make one just so I could get updates at university. And why? Why is that their system to tell people what's going on? That's terrible. They're so out of touch with the people who would be attending university. We don't use Facebook. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what you mean by the Evangelion treatment, because I've never watched that. But the basic functions and how people work is pretty interesting, especially comparing with cause and effect examples. Yeah, people are strange. People are very strange. YouTube Shorts is, I just said, I accidentally said something else that it's not quite as bad. YouTube Shorts is just as bad, I agree. It's not good. You're going to hit the X button on the Shorts term membership for 30 days. Can you really? I might go do that. That's a good idea. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my goodness. A pet can be life-changing. You don't have a good relationship with your family. The first strike was when your cat died and they threw away his stuff, hoping you forget. What? Why? Why would your family hope you forgot about your cat? That's awful, cats. Oh my god. You still remember him and he makes most of your childhood? If you're a parent or plan on being that, please avoid doing that. Again, if it's your kid's pet, they're also your family. Well, yeah, I mean, when people have pets, they become a really important part of the family. I mean, I know how I am with soft toys. Like, they're not even real. They're just soft toys. I would get so sad if one of them got destroyed. Oh, and I could never have it again. It's just kind of like when something dies. I there's no don't just chuck away something things that remind someone of something that was so important to them, especially a child. That is horrible. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, can you do it on desktop? That's a good question actually, because it's also a thing on desktop. YouTube Shorts. I'm very sorry to hear about that, Kat. Sadly, mobile is sadness. Oh, so it's on desktop that you can get rid of it, but on mobile you can't. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know, it's fine. I'll quit drinking. I love the way my hair flicks up like crazy when I monitored that. It was like it just went really high. It's spiky hair beard. Oh, it's great. Technically, you can get rid of it on mobile. How'd you do that? I mean, I'm probably not going to bother, but it's interesting to hear that it's actually possible. Huh, I didn't think YouTube would let you because they want you to watch shorts for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't think YouTube Shorts was that profitable for them. It's definitely not for creators. So why is there such a push for it? Are they just trying to keep you on YouTube in hopes that you do then go watch some long form videos so that you're not just using TikTok? That might be why. It's strange. I don't know. I'm not a business person at YouTube, so I don't know. Oh, modern YouTube app. Oh, I see. Thank you. That makes sense. If you use a browser to watch YouTube as opposed to an app, then you think, that is a good point. Although watching browser YouTube on mobile sucks. Like that is not a fun time. I would not want to do that all the time. If that is the solution, it is not worth it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Just doing some counting to make some progress on this because it has gone past. I've been doing it for 2 hours now, so gotta get going. Probably not wise to sell the steps here. Yeah. Don't talk about how to mod YouTube on YouTube. I feel like that is a way for you to get in trouble. Your account might get reported or something by YouTube. Don't do that. Obviously everyone knows those things exist, but that's up to you to decide if you want to use in your own time. I won't say that I recommend it. Because you might download a virus. That's risky. I don't know. What do you two mean? It's a great idea. I don't know. I saw something about piracy there and you deleted it, so okay. Probably for the best. I wouldn't recommend talking about stuff like that. Don't talk about how to do illegal things online. You're just putting yourself in a bad position, I feel like. I see people doing stuff like that all the time. They'll be like, I smashed a window, and you're like, why are you talking about that? That's breaking the law. I don't know. People are strange, as I've said, and I will never understand them. But here we are, talking about them anyway. Alright, is there anything else I can fill in? You've evaded taxes since 1869. I mean, if you've never paid taxes on anything just because you've never had a job, and you weren't even alive back then, but you were not paying taxes, so maybe that's not really evasion, is it? Because evasion is choosing not to pay them when you have to. So okay, no, it's not evasion. No, okay, that's just not possible then. If you weren't even alive, there are no taxes to evade. So if you get too serious about when it comes to families and stuff, is something that gets you reading about. No, it's fine, cats. I understand. I just don't know what to say when you say it, and it's just a horrible thing to hear about, but it's fine to hear about it. It's part, it's part of your life, and I appreciate it when you guys talk to me about things that are important to you, because it helps us have more nuanced conversations. I do not use that word often, but I used it today because I am fancy. Alright, is there a 2 down there? No, there isn't. Okay. How can I fill it in more? I don't know. It's so tough. Ah, that helps. Big chunk of it's gone. Actually, reading pirated things isn't illegal, or at least the law enforcement doesn't care enough to do anything about it. It's the people who pirate get destroyed. Well, yeah, it's a lot easier for the law enforcement of any country to target the people who are providing the content, because people can't pirate things if there's nowhere to pirate it from. Although it's still against the law, at least in the UK, I know. So I don't recommend it, but I know that people do it. I don't know. Piracy reminds you of pirate radios in Britain? What pirate radios do you might use that? I don't think I've heard of that. So don't partake in maintaining piracy if you want to. Yeah, definitely don't be the person who distributes illegal content on the internet. That is just asking to get in a lot of trouble. That's going a step further than a lot of people do, and that is not a step in the good direction. My goodness. I don't know. I like fictional programs about pirates. Real life pirates were horrible people, as we all know. They did some horrendous things. But watching things like Pirates of the Caribbean or One Piece or anything like that, it's great fun. I loved it when they did that one pirate episode in the Doctor Who as well. I really, really enjoyed that. Speaking of Doctor Who, last night's episode was really good. Very, very entertaining. I recommend you go watch it. You should go watch Doctor Who, everyone. Because if you want to watch my next video, you're gonna it's mostly about Doctor Who, honestly. That's most of what spoiler, I suppose, but that's your little hint. Generally, it's a good idea to avoid illicit activities. I agree. Do not break the law, guys. It's not a good idea. You're gonna end up in prison or paying a fine or something like that. Maybe community service. Just don't do it. Don't break the law. Giving great advice today. In the 1960s, there was a period of time where pirates would set up radio stations 12 miles off the shore of Britain. They made use of old World War II mainstay army and navy boats. Really? That is so strange. They had radios off the coast? But what was the point? How was it illegal? What made that a bad thing? I don't understand. Or is it just the fact that they were using property that they weren't allowed to use? Is that what it was? But why would they even... What's the point in doing that then, if that is the case? I feel like I'm missing information here. It's technical international waters? So then why was it an issue? If it is okay, then... is it really against the law? Okay, that is wrong. What have I done here? Wait, is this already filled in? Oh, it was. Whoops. She's got one giant eye and one tiny eye. It looks so stupid. Look at the preview. Yes, you should go binge watch Doctor Who, lady. Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. I love it very much. You should go watch it. Great show. You don't have to watch it from the very beginning. You do not need to go watch the first Doctor, because that would be ridiculous. That is too much content for anyone to ask you to watch. But you should go from Christopher Eccleston, the 9th Doctor, which is the start of the 2005 series of Doctor Who. Which we are no longer in, by the way. It's a new era of Doctor Who now. There's actually 3. We are in the 2023 era of Doctor Who. Yeah, because the specials don't include. Yeah, 2023 era of Doctor Who now. Hello, Louie Mass. How are you doing today? You have read your profiles. Cool. I hope you're having a nice day today. Welcome back, the French. Essentially, today to you're fired. 2 at once, my goodness. They hijacked radio waves. Oh, so were they just extending the signal? Or were they listening to stuff they weren't supposed to? Was it just intercepting communications that was supposed to be private? Is that what it means? Not actual... Because I'm imagining people playing music on the radio, and I don't think that's what you're talking about. Oh my god. You're having a nice day? Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'm so glad about that, Louie. I'm having a great day too. I'm having a nice time making my little... I was calling about My Little Pony earlier. My Melody on stream on the nonograms. There's a 5 here, so I'm going to try and count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there is going to be a 3 down here and a 1. Ah! That would make sense if that is... No, it's not. I have done that wrong. That's pink. There we go. And then we fill in this. Aha, I'm making progress. You don't know much about radio pirates, but they hijacked the radio waves that just stayed offshore, far enough to be international waters. That is an interesting industry. You think they play music as well? That's cool. MLP is love and it is live. Yes, 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 indeed. I found this, talking about My Little Pony again. I found this fan series the other day, which I've never seen before, and I started watching it and it made me cry non-stop for like 2 hours. Because it was about what happened, I think it's called Memories. Have you seen it? You probably haven't. I don't know. But it was about, this is My Melody from Sanrio, which is the company that owns Hello Kitty, Louis Mass. That's what it is. It was about what would happen if Twilight Sparkle, the main character, possibly ends up being immortal in the show of My Little Pony, and it was about what would happen if she was left alone and all her friends had died. It was scarily sad. Yeah, it was so sad. It was like, oh my god, she's just so sad and miserable and depressed because all her friends are dead. And just outlives them all. I need to go finish it. It looks interesting. It says the opposite of my melody, your chords? Well, no, I'd say the opposite of my melody is your counter melody. Because counter melody is a thing, isn't it? That's the thing in music. That's what it's called, right? Let me double check. I'm looking it up. Counter melody. Yeah, it's a thing. Counter melody. It should be your counter melody. That's what it would be. The opposite. You research it a little bit later. The game Reverse 1999 is a character based on that lore named Regulus. I have never heard of that, but that sounds interesting. I'm sure you enjoyed that game, hopefully. Maybe. Well, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I can't be sure about things like that. Why am I saying that? I don't know. Things come out of my mouth sometimes, and then I question why I said them. And then you can't take it back because I am alive. So that is the scary thing about being a streamer. You wonder if you're going to say something and you're like, why on earth did I say that? And then it's just forever there. I don't like I say anything bad. It's just weird. It's 11:17 p.m. Ah, you're only 1 hour ahead of me. It's 10:17 p.m. in my country. So you're very close to me, Mass. I assume you're in France because you say you are the French. So that makes sense. Because France is an hour ahead. Fair enough. Because I'm from the UK. If someone didn't know, I'd assume that my accent is pretty obvious, but not everyone is very well versed in English and English accents. Maybe you're learning English and you can't tell. That's fine. No, not French. Well, you're not. Oh, wait, you're not French. But you said, oh, because you're from Belgium, aren't you? I'm so sorry. I got confused. You are right. Yeah, you are from Belgium. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I hope it's okay. We're getting there. Are you from Spain? It's nothing. That's good. Okay. I'm glad that's nothing. I don't want to be mean about people's countries because everyone's country is cool and unique and has its own customs and they should all be appreciated. I don't like getting people's countries confused, but it happens. There should be a 1 up here and I'm not sure. Oh, it's this one. There we go. She's coming together now. She's so close to being done. Ah! You wake up early for the stream? In the middle of the night? Oh, wait, no. You're not the one that's 11. You're 4:18. I didn't read that. Alright, it's 4:18 p.m. That's insane. Why have you done that, Mix? How are you going to fit your life around a time like that? I'm concerned. Please go to bed. That's not good. You know a French person who lives in France? They can speak English and their voice is extremely deep. They also have an extremely French accent. That would make sense. To be French with a French accent. Oh my goodness. I know someone who is French who came to my school in secondary school and then she went back to France after a couple of years, but it really improved her French speaking skills. And we still talk sometimes on messages, which is quite nice. Do you live in Australia? Oh yeah, do you live in Australia? Is that your time zone? I mean, obviously we don't have to talk each other's countries, but it's up to you. Obviously countries are big enough that no one's ever going to find you realistically, but the more information you give out about yourself, it's the more you're telling people, and that's okay if you don't want to talk about it. It's absolutely fine. From Indonesia. Oh, that's cool. I know that there's a really large VTubing community in Indonesia, which really surprised me when I found out about it, because I didn't realize how large Indonesia was until I started looking it up, and it is huge. There's so many people who live there, and I had no idea. It's just not something I've really ever heard much about before, but I do know now. It's got over 200 million people in it, hasn't it? Which is that's like half the population of America, I think. No, it's not. Wait, how big is America? How many? Let me look this up. Population of USA. Right. 333.3 million. Really? 3.333.3. What a number, alright. And then population of Indonesia is Oh wow, that's close. 275.5 million. That's a lot of people. How did I know it was? I didn't know it was that large. Oh my goodness. What are we at 80 million yet in the UK? I don't remember. Population of UK. Oh no, we're not. Why did I think we were 80 million? Okay, my clearly I don't know how big countries are in terms of population. I know where they are on the map, I just don't know how many people live there. We have 66.97 million people in our country, which is a decent amount for the size we are. I think it's quite a large population per acre of land, I suppose. I don't know. But there are countries which are way more dense than us. I mean, I know that something like Japan, which should be, it's like roughly the same size because it's also an island just off the side of its main continent, which is about the same size. And they are way more dense than their capital, aren't they? Like Tokyo, that is so packed. What did you say? You go to France and Italy and Spain. I've been to France and Italy and Spain as well. They're great countries. They're great fun. Recent population is a bit higher. You think migration has inflated the numbers substantially? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on your country's policies and how they're letting people in and stuff. It varies. I think we need people because the birth rates are dropping like crazy in countries. It's scary. People aren't having kids, but it's because we can't afford to live. It's great. You know, the modern world is a fun place to be in. I'm hoping things will get better eventually. We have to, right? We can't just always be like this. Why won't it let me get rid of that? There we go. That would be better. What did you say? Waiting for 69.69 million British people? That would be interesting to see. China and India are huge. I do know about those two. I do know they have over 1 billion each. That means every UK citizen has to fight at least 5 Americans and push him shove. Well, the UK and the US have what's called a special relationship, and I don't think they're gonna go to. That's ever really gonna go to war or anything. Like that is the last thing we want because we know we would lose. We don't stand a chance because there are so many people in your country. Don't know. Let's see. How many followers did you show your head in real life? What do you mean? How many followers did I show my head? Oh, what? I'm sorry. Okay. I understand that if you're not so great at English. I genuinely don't really understand what. Do you mean like? Are you asking if I've ever done a kind of face reveal thing? Like if. Also, we just finished. Oh my god. It's my melody. Yeah, no, I haven't done that. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. No, I mean, my friends that I talk to know what I look like. Eltran, obviously, definitely knows what I look like. And people like Joanna Monzi, some of the people in the server do, but other than that, no, absolutely not. Imagine you need to clean the kitchen sink alongside the dishes. Things get very rancid very fast. Yes, go clean your kitchen. Absolutely do that. Yes. But anyway, we have made my melody. Yay! There she is. Very cute. You're going to delete a comment you made, but you didn't post. Oh dear. We did finish. Yes. I've been working on it slowly throughout the stream, and we did it. So that is the end of the stream because we finished and it's been over 2 hours. That is about right for my streams. And I will see everyone not next week, unfortunately, because I am not going to be there, as I said. So I'm having a week off. But my video on MCM Comic Con will definitely be posted this upcoming week. So you have got that to look forward to at least. So I'll see you there the week after that, though, on stream. I hope you have a great week, honestly. Have a wonderful time. Go find some cool people to watch if you want to watch streams. Go check out some other cool streamers. That'd be interesting. You can't believe you're in the US and you're in Belgium? I'm in the UK, but I think you might be talking to someone else. But anyway, bye everyone. I'll see you at the week after next. And good night. Happy time zone. Go to bed, that person who's up at 4 AM. That is insane. Right, I don't know anyone who's live. I'm sorry. I would, but yeah, anyway. I need to find some people who stream on YouTube to read. So bye everyone. See you another time. I need to find my end screen. Where is it on my list? Ah! There it is. They die. Thank you.